is Megan, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to calculate the area of a polygon or shapefile in QGIS. So let's get started. Just jumping straight into QGIS here, I'm just going to go and click on a new project. The first thing that we're going to do to get this project going is set up the project units, which is particularly important for today's exercise. So to do that, I'm just going to go into projects in the top ribbon and then properties. You can also use the shortcut. And then from properties, I'm going to go into the general tab, and then that will then bring up measurements. So from here, I'm going to just ensure that our measurements is set to meters and square meters to begin with. And later in this tutorial, I'm going to also show you how to create an area measurement for square kilometers. So I'll just click OK because that's all set. And then as shown in the first tutorial, I'm just going to go in now and add an OpenStreetMap layer that then gives us a bit of a world view. To search the map for a specific area, I'm just going to go in and ensure that our OSM place search is activated. So to do that, just going into plugins in the top ribbon, I'm going to unselect OSM place search and then tick it again, and then with that closed, you can see it's populated in the side ribbon here. So I've just preloaded a search for Hobart, Tasmania for our map today. I'm going to search that, click and zoom to that area. You can then use your mouse control settings to zoom in and out. I'm now going to close that. From the Hobart Council website, I've previously downloaded some data for us to use today. So the first thing I'm going to be dragging in is a cadastre of rivers and creeks, but really what we're after is a shapefile or a polygon for us to calculate our area. So I'm just going to drag in another layer that I've previously downloaded, and that is this one here. So that's the heritage overlay in Hobart. So similar to the previous layer, I'm just going to go in, right click and rename that layer. Perfect. So we can go in and double click and go into symbology, maybe make that a little nicer to look at. Brown isn't very nice. So yeah, we've recolored that. Now that we've got our base map and our heritage overlay, the next thing we're going to want to do is save our project. So to do that, just remembering going into project, save as, and then you can save it to your computer. But really what we'll need to do is go in and calculate the area. So what I'm going to do is go in and right click heritage overlay, select properties down the bottom here. And then in this menu down the side, we have the fields tab. So clicking on that, that will then bring up each of the fields for the data. And then next, if we just go up to the top ribbon here and select this icon here, which is field calculator, that will then bring up the option for us to add a new layer. We're just going to go and make sure that create new field is selected on the left hand side. The output name I'm going to set to area square meters, and then in this little drop down list here, go to geometry and then area here and double click on area. And with this, we've also got to make sure the output field type is set. So I'm just going to set mine to decimal number real just to keep consistency, and then press OK. So with that layer added, we can then press OK. And then on the top ribbon here, I'm just going to go in and select Open Attribute Table. You can use the F6 shortcut as well. So here we have the attributes for the heritage layers here. If I scroll across just using my mouse, you can see the area in square meters is shown up for each of these. If you want to see specifically what these are, they just highlight in yellow. But the next thing I'm going to do actually is show you how to adjust this to show it in square kilometers as well, because square meters might not be helpful for you for whatever reason. To do this, I'm just going to go in and click on the pencil icon on the left hand side, which brings us into edit mode. As you can see here, we've just got the one selected. So if you right click on any box, you can click select all, and then you can see all of our polygons are selected. Next, go in up the top here and select new field or Control W, and then we can type in area, and then same as before, decimal number real. So again, you can go in and use the same process that we used earlier, but this is just another way to create a field. And then you can see here, there's nothing populated in that just yet. So what we're going to do is go back into our field calculator, and instead of going create new field like we did last time, go into update existing field, area square kilometers, geometry, double click that area again. But to get the square kilometers, I'm just going to type in and edit this value. So divided by, there we go. So that then brings up how many square kilometers each of those parcels of land is. And then we'll toggle off that editing, press save. There we go.